New Toppo. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna react to it. So, I don't know. All right, I forgot this guy's name, but I think it's Catopesla or something. But we have Universe 3 Warriors, right? Are they separate units? That looks awfully clean, by the way. I'm gonna be honest. Or are they like separated, or what's going on here? Oh, the OST. The sax, the jazz. What's going on? Oh, wait. I wasn't. This wasn't expected. When it came to Toppo, not that Toppo's a bad character, but it's like this is good. That's clean. Okay, wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks. Oh my god. You're inspired, Toppo. They did this on Toppo, really? You look at him, looks menacing, bro. Bro, you think he's an extreme unit. Okay, I'll do the Frieza thing. The punch. He has to do it. Yeah. Then what? Okay. Wait, so is he gonna do Akai? Yeah, Akai. This is like the SDR Toppo, just a longer super, but we needed this any. Oh, no Akai? Akai active! He's doing an Akai active. Wait. Revival or Akai counter? Which one is this gonna be? Because he could flick an Akai right now. Counter, Akai? What's he doing? Neither. Okay. Oh yes, Toppo. Toppo, really? Wow. All right, let's see those details for Toppo. See what he can do. So physical Toppo, leader skills, special pose or tournament participants, key +3 and HP attack and defense 170%. Cool. Special pose, alright. Tournament participants is good. Plus an additional attack, HP, and defense, plus 30% for characters that also belong to the Defenders of Justice, Space Traveling Warriors, or Final Trump card category. Okay, so 12 key, he greatly raises attack and defense in one turn and causes immense damage, alright. And then passive skill, plays an entrance animation once only. Reduce damage received by 11% for the rest of the battle. Oh! And guards all attacks for 3 turns. From the start of the turn, if there are another 2 or more Space Traveling Warrior or Defenders of Justice category allies at the start of the character's attacking turn, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then attack and defense 200%, okay. Attack 150% performing a super attack, okay. Reduce damage received by 20%, okay. So he has 31% DR in the entire battle if you fit the entrance animation requirements. And then he changes Int Key Spears to Rainbow Key Spears when HP is 50% or above. Okay. Special Pose and Defenders of Justice category allies, Key +1, and Attack and Defense 30%. Okay. Defense 200%, guards all attacks, and an additional defense 50% within the same turn when receiving an attack as the first attacker in the turn? Wait, so he has permanent guard and 31% DR as the first attacker in the turn. In base. Okay. And then he also has attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn, which makes up for not having the guard. So basically he's a slot 1 demon. You want to keep him slot 1. Key Link, Supreme Warrior, Tough as Nails, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Tournament of Power, and a Fierce Battle. Now active skill can be activated from the 4th turn from the start of battle if there's another special pose or Defenders of Justice ally attacking in the same turn, or from the 6th turn from the start of battle, once only. Okay, so basically you want to run him with the with the specific category units you're supposed to, and then he's just a demon. So if they start like, you know, easying like the LR Tech Jiren and maybe like, I don't know, it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too hard. So now we have 12 key. Greatly raise attack for 1 turn, okay, and then raises defense for 1 turn, cause immense damage, alright. Now passive skill, in its transform state by the way, Key +3 and attack and defense 300%, Attack 250% when attacking. Defense 100% when receiving an attack. Change in key spears to rainbow key spears. No restrictions, just change in key spears. Guards all attacks, no restrictions. Reduces damage received by 80%. And his damage reduction rate minus 8% with each attack received, no more than negative 60%. Okay, so he starts with 80% DR, and every hit he takes, he gets 8% less DR. But the lowest it's gonna go is to where you have only 20% DR, which isn't bad because he has permaguard, so it's okay. And then he has a high, he has pretty high defense after doing a super. Okay, so for one turn from first appearance, nullify Ki Blast super attacks targeted at this character, and from the next turn onward, high chance to nullify Ki Blast super attacks targeted at this character. Okay, so looks pretty good. And then active skill can be activated from the 6th turn from the start of battle, once only. Temporarily greatly raises attack and calls ultimate damage and performs critical hits for the rest of the battle. And then Supreme Warrior, Tough as Nails, Shocking Speed, Solid Support, Godly Power, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. Realm of Gods, Final Trump Card, Space Traveling Warriors, and Mastered Evolution Tournament participants. And he's on Super Bosses. I just realized that he's on Super Bosses. That's very interesting. He can go on Broly's team if need be. But the only thing is he's a super class unit, so I think Broly is not gonna necessarily be the best fit for him. But Toppo looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about him. Basically, in base form, he's a slot 1 demon. He's changing key spears. He's doing pretty good attack stats, the way I'm looking at it, right? So basically, slot 1, he won't die. He's like Super Saiyan 4 Goku LR if he was made correctly. But wait, there's more. There's a side unit that I forgot about. Let's go through him real quick, because he might actually be useful. So, Tech Katopesla, please if I said that wrong, stop, I'm sorry. Defenders of Justice, Ki +3 in HP attack and defense 130%, okay. 12 key super attack effect. Raise attack for 1 turn, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage and seal super attack, okay. So passive skill, I think we'd want this guy to be tanky, but he doesn't need to be slot 1, because Toppo's a slot 1, right? So Ki +3 in attack and defense +300%. On the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th turns from the start of battle? At the start of... Wait, okay. Okay, I think he typed it twice by accident. Changes SDR key spears to AGL key spears, okay. Launch 2 additional attacks, which have a high chance to become a super attack. High chance to evade enemy attack, including super attacks. And defense 30% per AGL key spear obtained, up to 300%. On the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th turns from the start of the battle. Change AGL key spears to Esther key spears. Great chance to launch an additional super attack. What is going on? Great chance to perform a critical hit and attack 30% per Esther key spear obtained, up to 300%. So basically, depending what rotation he lands on or what rotation you send him to, he's going to have a complete different rhetoric, because if you keep him on that one spot, it's always going to be the 1st, 3rd, 5th, or the 2nd, 4th, 6th. So I think it's basically, do you want to run him as a defensive unit or a powerhouse? And which, in this case, I'd say so far the defense looks better. But okay, besides that, he has attack and defense 33% and performing a super attack. And then from the 7th turn onwards, from first appearance, change AGL key spears and STR key spears to Tech key spears once only, and attack and defense 30% up to 300% per Tech key spear obtained. So basically the way I'm seeing, right, is you run this guy on the 1st, 3rd, 5th, or 7th, or 9th turn with 1 Toppo, and then if they possibly easy A this guy, right, you run him on the 2nd rotation with Toppo, right, and that's already going to be the 2 requirements you need, right? And I guess if you can't do that, Toppo also has her under the leader skill, right? So you can get the Defenders of Justice, right? Yeah, so you can get the Defenders of Justice passive and let him get the 11% DR, I think it is, right? Yeah, the 11% DR, because 11% isn't, you know, big, but when you add that to the 20% and get 31%, then it's big. With the guard, then it's big. So I'm assuming you do want to run it that way. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these units. I think they're gonna be really good on a team. That's one thing I didn't like about LR Tech Jiren when he first came. Like, it was kind of hard to build the team. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the team building was hard back then. But again, yeah, I like Toppo. I think he looks amazing. I'm going.